Welcome back, students. Now in this lecture we will do qualitative characteristics of accounting and system of accounting. What are the qualitative characteristics of accounting? Meaning of qualitative characteristics means it explains the quality of accounting. Clear? Not in terms of money, but quality can be identified with the help of goodwill of the business. So what are the qualitative characteristics? First is reliability. The meaning of reliability means that every transactions which are recorded in the books of accounts must be verifiable. If any person want to see the records, they must be verifiable. They must have source document again each and every transactions. Source documents like for paying the cash, we must have cash memo. Clear? For paying any amount to non-operating activities, non-profit, not-for-profit organization, we have receipt. If we pay the amount in bank, then we must have pay-in slip. If we paid the amount by bank, then we must have check number. So all the transactions which are recorded in the accounts must be verifiable at any time. If any person purchase goods on credit, then debit note or credit note must be there. Clear? In case of relevance means actual or the information which is relevant for one person, they may not be relevant for any other person. Means the accounting must provide all the relevant information to their stakeholders. Clear? Now next is understandability. The accounting transactions or accounting which we have prepared, books of accounts which we have prepared, that must be understandable by each and every person. There must not be any cutting or erasing. They should be depicted in a form that any person can easily understand about the position of the firm or about the earning capacity of the business. Next is comparability. In case of comparability, we have discussed that the firm can compare in two ways, that are inter-firm comparison and intra-firm comparison. So all the amount which are entered in books of account must be comparable. Whether the company want to compare as inter-firm comparison or intra-firm comparison, the result can be easily calculated. Now, second topic is system of accounting. As we know that we can follow two systems of accounting, single entry system and double entry system. Now, what do you mean by single entry system? As the name identified, single entry means for every transaction there is only single entry. The transaction will be recorded at one place only. It is not applicable by big organization. They can be used by small organization like tea stall और गली के नुक्कड़ पे कोई आपका छोले भटूरे वाला बैठा है. They can use this one. This system is not valid in case of accounting because it cannot depict the actual position of profit and loss. Clear? So in this system, the businessman has to prepare only two accounts, that are cash account and personal account. Cash account is prepared for purchasing or selling of goods in cash, and if he sold goods on credit, then he have to record that amount by the name of the person who purchased the goods on credit. Only two accounts are prepared. Clear? Now double entry system, as the name clear, double entry means every transaction has to recorded in two different accounts, minimum two different accounts. It is also known as dual aspect of accounting. Means every transaction must affect minimum two accounts. It may be more than two accounts. I am taking the example. For example, furniture purchased for rupees 1 lakh. In case of double entry system, two transactions are involved in it, two terms are involved: purchase of furniture, clear, and paying of cash or bank, paying the amount. So in double entry system, these transaction will be recorded at two places. That is, in case of furniture account, furniture is increased, we have to write on this side, and in case of cash or bank account, the amount will decreased, we have to write the amount on credit side. Debit the increase, credit the decrease. ओके, और वी कैन से डेबिट वर्ड कम्स इन, जो आया उसको हम डेबिट साइड पे लिखेंगे. लेफ्ट हैंड साइड इज नोन एज डेबिट साइड, राइट हैंड साइड ऑफ अकाउंट इज नोन एज क्रेडिट साइड. सो इन दिस डबल इफेक्ट will be for each and every transaction. Next is, for making double entry system, we have to follow a systematic process. That is, first of all, we have to record the transaction, then we have to classify the transaction, and finally we have to make summary of that transaction to calculate profit earning capacity of the business organization. It is scientifically proved, it is applicable in all organizations. This helps in knowing the adequate profit which is earned by the business organization. All the government are also adopting this method for charging tax. Clear? Now I think there is no doubt in this two system of accounting. We are also following double entry system, and that's why the name of our book is Double Entry Bookkeeping. Last topic of this chapter is users of accounting. Users of accounting. There are two types of users. They are internal users and external users. Internal users means the person who are the part of the organization, who works in the organization. For example, in school, you are also an internal user. Your principal ma'am, your vice principal ma'am, your coordinators, your staff, teaching staff, they are all internal users. In the same way, in case of business organization, internal users are management, employees, and workers. Clear? Means they are directly or indirectly related with owner, with the business organization. In management, one person that invested the money, that is known as owner, it will also be an internal part of business organization. Now I am explaining each and every point. In case of owner, owner is interested to know the financial position because he have invested the money in the business. He want to know whether the money which is invested by him is proper utilized or not, or whether he is earning profit or not. In the same way, management includes board of directors, chief executive officers, and managers at middle level or lower level. They are interested to know the financial position of the organization because they have to make policies, take decision on the behalf of the availability of information. Clear? Employees and workers, they are interested to know the financial position because they are also a part of the organization and they are getting their salary or wages from the organization. They want to know whether their job is safe or not, whether they will get increments in salary or whether they will get bonus and other benefits from the organization or not. And this all depends upon the profit earning capacity of the business organization. These are the internal users. Now external users. External users are the users which are outside the organization. For example, debtors, creditors, bank and financial institutions, government, researchers, etc. Now, public is also one part of this one, and consumers are also. Consumers are the king of the organization, so they are the external part. Now, who are the debtors? Debtors are the person who purchase goods on credit from the organization. They want to know the financial position of the organization, whether they are earning profit. It is in our mind that if one person is earning profit, then he will produce quality goods. So if profit earning capacity is higher, then the quality of product will automatically increased. Clear? Next is creditors. Creditors are the person who provide goods on credit to the organization. They want to know the profit earning capacity of the organization so that they can know about the return of their principal amount along with the interest, as they have given the goods on credit. Next is bank and financial institutions. Bank and financial institutions, they provide loan to the organization. They again want to know the position of the organization to get their money back along with the interest. Government has to charge tax on the earning, and earning capacity of the business can be known with the help of income statement. So they are very much interested in knowing the income statement of the organization. Next are the researchers. Researchers are the person who make research for the organization related to the new product or extension of the product or the development of the product. Public are the main person, because out of public, employees, workers, creditors, debtors, they are all part of public. So public also interested to know the position of the organization, that depends upon the goodwill of the organization. So these are all the users of the accounting information. They are interested to know in the financial position, income statement of the organization. Now, this first chapter is completed. In our next video, we will start second chapter, that is terms of accounting or accounting terms. Till then, thank you.